Breakups can feel devastating, leaving you lost and unsure of what's next. It's natural to grieve the loss of a relationship deeply and personally. Give yourself permission to feel sadness, anger, or even overwhelming confusion today. Understand that healing is a journey, not a race or competition with others. Surround yourself with supportive friends who listen without judgment or unsolicited advice. Take small steps each day to prioritize your mental and emotional health. Journaling your thoughts helps process feelings and gain clarity over confusing emotions. Remember, it's normal to miss them, even if the relationship wasn't healthy. Avoid immediately seeking new relationships to fill the emptiness you feel inside. Focus on self-care routines that nurture your body, mind, and soul. Exercise releases endorphins, reducing stress and helping your mood stabilize naturally. Eating nutritious meals can improve energy levels and emotional resilience during heartbreak. Drinking water regularly supports physical recovery, which influences mental clarity and calm. Sleep is essential. Rest allows your brain to process emotions effectively each night. Limit social media use to prevent unnecessary comparison or painful reminders of them. Cleanse your environment of objects that trigger memories or emotional discomfort immediately. Set healthy boundaries with mutual friends to avoid toxic or confusing interactions. Therapy or counseling can provide guidance and tools for processing heartbreak safely. Accept that pain is part of healing and does not make you weak. Create a daily routine to add structure and stability to otherwise chaotic days. Rediscover hobbies or passions that bring joy and help you reconnect with yourself. Spending time in nature can calm the mind and provide perspective during grief. Meditation and mindfulness exercises help center your thoughts and reduce emotional turmoil. Allow yourself to cry, laugh, or express emotions freely without guilt or shame. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself as kindly as you would a close friend. Avoid self-blame. Relationships end for many reasons beyond your personal control. Focus on growth opportunities rather than dwelling endlessly on past mistakes or regrets. Reflect on lessons learned to gain insight into patterns and future choices wisely. Forgiveness, even for yourself, can release emotional burdens and create inner peace. Limit contact with your ex, at least temporarily, to promote emotional healing naturally. Writing letters you don't send can provide closure without direct confrontation required. Embrace solitude as a chance to rebuild self-identity and personal confidence fully. Surround yourself with positive, uplifting people who inspire hope and encouragement daily. Avoid seeking validation from others. Focus on reconnecting with your own self-worth. Celebrate small victories in your healing journey, no matter how insignificant they seem. Recognize triggers and develop strategies to navigate emotional setbacks healthily and safely. Engage in creative activities, such as painting or music, to express buried emotions. Practice gratitude daily to shift focus from loss to personal growth and blessings. Visualize a future beyond heartbreak, imagining yourself thriving and emotionally resilient again. Allow time for reflection without rushing the process. Healing cannot be forced. Consider joining support groups to share experiences with others who understand deeply. Avoid excessive alcohol or substance use, which can temporarily numb pain but worsen it. Accept that some memories may linger, but they gradually lose emotional intensity over time. Practice positive affirmations to reinforce self-love and a hopeful outlook each morning. Engage in activities that increase confidence, such as volunteering or learning new skills. Limit exposure to romantic movies or content that intensifies emotional pain unnecessarily. Develop a plan for managing moments of loneliness or intense longing effectively. Recognize that setbacks are normal. Healing is rarely linear or predictable in pace. Celebrate independence and freedom, focusing on what you can control in your life. Explore spiritual practices, if meaningful, such as meditation, prayer, or reflective rituals. Create a vision board or journal goals for your future happiness and fulfillment. Let go of resentment. Carrying anger prolongs pain and blocks emotional growth significantly. Seek activities that bring laughter, joy, or excitement to counterbalance sadness effectively. Honor your emotional needs without feeling guilty or selfish about prioritizing yourself first. Practice deep breathing techniques to reduce anxiety during emotional surges or flashbacks. Acknowledge that healing is personal. Avoid comparing your journey to others' timelines. Allow yourself to reminisce briefly, but avoid dwelling endlessly on past memories. Celebrate your strengths and achievements, recognizing growth even amidst heartache. Begin to focus on yourself rather than dwelling on past relationship mistakes. Reconnect with old friends and family who provide love and emotional support. Spend time alone to rediscover personal interests you may have previously neglected. Take up a new hobby that excites and motivates your mind creatively today. Physical activity not only improves health, but also boosts emotional resilience significantly. Daily journaling can reveal patterns in thoughts and emotions, promoting self-awareness. Avoid obsessively checking your ex's social media, which may trigger emotional setbacks. Reflect on the relationship honestly, identifying what worked and what caused difficulties. Forgive yourself for past mistakes, understanding that everyone makes errors in relationships. Treat yourself to small joys, such as favorite meals or quiet, peaceful walks. Allow yourself moments of sadness, but avoid letting them dominate every single day. Set realistic goals for personal growth during your healing journey to maintain focus. Meditation can calm racing thoughts and help regain a sense of emotional balance. Nature walks provide perspective and allow your mind to process emotions naturally. Avoid jumping into rebound relationships before fully processing your feelings completely first. Establish a routine to create stability and minimize chaotic or overwhelming emotions. Seek therapy if emotions feel too heavy or difficult to manage alone. Surround yourself with uplifting reminders of positivity and hope for your future. Limit exposure to triggers that intensify emotional pain unnecessarily, such as certain music. Focus on accomplishments, both big and small, to reinforce confidence and resilience. Accept that loneliness is temporary and part of the natural healing process gradually. Explore creative outlets like painting, writing, or music to express hidden emotions. Cultivate mindfulness to stay present and avoid being consumed by past memories. Practice gratitude daily, listing things you appreciate, even during emotional hardship periods. Celebrate independence and personal freedom, embracing opportunities to grow as an individual. Allow yourself to feel anger without acting destructively or blaming yourself excessively. Attend social events at your own pace, avoiding pressure to meet new people. Embrace change as a chance to create a better future and stronger self. Consider meditation or yoga to strengthen both mental clarity and emotional resilience. Engage in activities that spark joy, like dancing, cooking, or exploring new places. Recognize that emotional healing requires patience, consistency, and intentional self-care daily. Accept that your heart may feel heavy, but time eases pain naturally. Celebrate small victories, like smiling, laughing, or thinking positively after emotional struggle. Let go of resentment, which only prolongs emotional suffering and slows your recovery. Reframe negative thoughts into constructive insights for future relationships and personal growth. Focus on your strengths rather than weaknesses to boost confidence and inner peace. Consider volunteering to help others, which can provide perspective and renewed purpose. Spend time outdoors to soak up sunlight and recharge your emotional energy effectively. Limit negative self-talk, replacing it with affirmations that reinforce self-worth consistently. Understand that everyone heals differently. Avoid comparing your process to anyone else's. Rediscover passions or dreams previously put aside, reigniting excitement for life's possibilities. Listen to uplifting music to improve mood and encourage positive emotional shifts naturally. Learn new skills to focus energy productively and increase personal accomplishment satisfaction. Avoid isolating yourself completely, as social support is crucial for emotional recovery. Accept emotional ups and downs as part of a normal healing process regularly. Write letters expressing feelings to release emotional burdens, even if unsent intentionally. Celebrate personal growth milestones, no matter how small, during your self-healing journey. Practice forgiveness toward your ex to release lingering negativity and regain peace internally. Explore mindfulness practices to develop awareness and reduce emotional reactivity effectively over time. Engage in physical challenges, like hiking or sports, to strengthen both body and mind. Limit rumination about past mistakes. Instead, focus on lessons learned from experiences. Create a vision board highlighting future goals and personal achievements to stay motivated. Reflect on qualities you value in yourself and nurture them daily for confidence. Seek inspiration from books, podcasts, or mentors who guide emotional growth positively. Celebrate emotional resilience, recognizing your ability. It's important to focus on personal growth rather than past relationship pain. Embrace opportunities to learn more about yourself during this healing period intentionally. Rebuilding confidence starts with small steps, like completing tasks you've been avoiding. Surround yourself with positivity, including uplifting people, environments, and daily affirmations regularly. Avoid negative self-talk. Replace it with constructive thoughts about your strengths consistently. Practice self-reflection, but avoid obsessive thinking that intensifies sadness or emotional stress. Set boundaries with anyone who triggers emotional setbacks or unnecessary drama frequently. Take time to rediscover passions that were neglected or unexplored previously in life. Journaling can reveal emotional patterns, helping you understand triggers and reactions more clearly. Exercise releases endorphins, improving mood and creating energy for emotional recovery effectively. Celebrate achievements, no matter how small, to reinforce confidence and personal growth continually. Limit contact with your ex, allowing space for emotional detachment and clarity naturally. Forgiveness, even for yourself, releases emotional baggage and encourages inner peace gradually. Practice mindfulness exercises to stay grounded and reduce emotional anxiety during challenging moments. Engage in creative activities like painting, music, or writing to process difficult feelings. Daily routines provide structure, reducing feelings of chaos after a sudden breakup unexpectedly. Seek support from trusted friends, family, or online communities who provide understanding compassionately. Avoid comparing your healing process to others, as everyone's journey is unique and personal. Focus on what you can control, like self-care, hobbies, and personal goals intentionally. Take breaks from social media to prevent constant reminders of the past relationship painfully. Reflect on lessons learned, identifying healthy and unhealthy patterns for future relationships wisely. Celebrate independence, enjoying activities without relying on anyone else for happiness or fulfillment. Create a vision for your future, imagining possibilities that excite and motivate personal growth. Recognize emotional triggers and develop strategies to manage them without self-judgment effectively. Engage in nature regularly, using walks or outdoor time to calm and refresh your mind. Limit alcohol or substance use, which can temporarily numb pain but hinder true healing. Practice gratitude, listing things you appreciate daily to shift focus from loss to positivity. Allow yourself to cry or express emotions freely without shame or guilt constantly. Cultivate hobbies that inspire joy, creativity, or excitement, boosting mood and energy naturally. Celebrate resilience, acknowledging that enduring heartbreak strengthens emotional endurance and personal character. Take time to rebuild self-esteem through small, achievable actions that reinforce confidence consistently. Seek inspiration from books, podcasts, or mentors who guide healing and personal development positively. Practice deep breathing during stressful moments to reduce anxiety and restore emotional equilibrium immediately. Avoid rushing emotional recovery. Healing unfolds at its own pace for each individual naturally. Reflect on past mistakes compassionately, using insights to improve future choices thoughtfully. Engage in acts of kindness toward others, which fosters connection and emotional fulfillment safely. Limit negative environments that reinforce sadness, resentment, or self-doubt during vulnerable moments carefully. Celebrate personal growth milestones, like making healthy choices or handling emotions more calmly effectively. Explore meditation or yoga to enhance mental clarity and strengthen emotional resilience holistically. Reconnect with friends who inspire positivity and reinforce your sense of self-worth regularly. Recognize setbacks as part of healing, using them as opportunities to build patience intentionally. Allow space for laughter, joy, and spontaneous happiness to counterbalance lingering emotional pain. Focus on personal achievements and qualities that make you proud, building self-confidence continuously. Avoid dwelling excessively on what could have been. Redirect energy to what can improve. Accept that healing requires patience and persistence, embracing gradual progress rather than instant results. Reflect on lessons without self-blame, understanding that relationships involve complex dynamics naturally. Engage in creative visualization, imagining yourself happy, confident, and thriving after heartbreak successfully. Seek professional guidance if feelings of sadness or anxiety become overwhelming or persistent continuously. Prioritize sleep and rest, allowing your body and mind to process emotions effectively nightly. Practice self-compassion, treating yourself with the kindness you would offer a dear friend. Celebrate mom. Healing after a breakup requires patience, self-love, and a focus on personal growth. Each day offers opportunities to feel lighter, stronger, and more emotionally resilient gradually. Surround yourself with people who uplift, support, and inspire positivity during this journey. Avoid isolating completely. Meaningful connections accelerate healing and provide comfort naturally. Take time to reflect on what you truly value in life and love. Prioritize your well-being, including mental, emotional, and physical health consistently each day. Engage in hobbies that bring joy, fulfillment, and a sense of accomplishment regularly. Exercise not only improves physical health but also reduces stress and emotional tension. Journaling your thoughts helps process emotions and identify patterns to improve self-awareness. Accept that emotional setbacks are normal and part of the natural healing process. Limit contact with your ex, allowing space for closure and emotional recovery naturally. Practice mindfulness to stay present and avoid ruminating on past mistakes excessively. Celebrate small victories, like moments of joy or positive shifts in mood daily. Avoid self-blame. Relationships end for complex reasons beyond one person's control often. Spend time in nature to gain perspective, clarity, and emotional balance effectively consistently. Focus on personal goals, whether career, hobbies, or personal growth, to regain confidence. Forgive yourself and others to release lingering negativity that hinders your emotional recovery. Limit social media exposure, preventing unnecessary comparisons or painful reminders of the past. Surround yourself with uplifting environments that nurture peace, joy, and mental clarity consistently. Take breaks to breathe deeply and reflect when emotions feel overwhelming or intense naturally. Connect with friends or support groups who understand heartbreak and provide guidance compassionately. Avoid rushing into new relationships. Healing requires time to rebuild emotional stability fully. Engage in creative outlets like music, painting, or writing to release emotions safely. Celebrate independence, appreciating freedom to make choices solely for your own happiness. Practice gratitude, listing positive aspects of life to shift focus from loss consistently. Embrace solitude as an opportunity to rediscover personal interests and passions meaningfully. Set realistic expectations for yourself. Recognizing healing is gradual and unique for everyone. Develop coping strategies for triggers, like deep breathing, journaling, or talking to friends. Reflect on lessons learned to make better choices in future relationships consciously. Celebrate resilience, acknowledging your strength in navigating heartbreak and personal challenges successfully. Engage in physical activity that energizes you and reduces emotional tension effectively regularly. Limit exposure to content that intensifies emotional pain, like sad movies or music frequently. Practice self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness and patience during difficult emotional moments. Identify triggers and develop strategies to navigate them without causing self-harm or setbacks. Focus on accomplishments, reinforcing confidence and a sense of achievement in your daily life. Accept emotions fully. Understanding sadness, anger, or frustration are natural and temporary feelings. Seek inspiration from books, podcasts, or mentors who provide guidance and encouragement consistently. Celebrate progress, even small improvements, recognizing that healing occurs step by step gradually. Engage in mindfulness exercises, such as meditation or deep breathing, to reduce emotional overwhelm. Reflect on positive memories without clinging, allowing gratitude to guide your perspective consciously. Avoid dwelling on negative thoughts that amplify pain or hinder emotional growth unnecessarily. Explore new activities, hobbies, or skills that bring excitement and joy to life regularly. Spend time with loved ones who genuinely care, fostering emotional support and connection naturally. Rebuild self-esteem by acknowledging your strengths and celebrating personal achievements consistently daily. Allow yourself moments of laughter, fun, and lightheartedness to counterbalance emotional heaviness effectively. Practice affirmations reinforcing self-worth, resilience, and hope for future relationships and happiness. Reflect on lessons learned without judgment, using insights to grow wiser and stronger emotionally. Engage in acts of kindness toward others, boosting your sense of purpose and fulfillment safely. Accept setbacks as part of healing, understanding that emotional recovery is rarely linear naturally. Celebrate independence and freedom, appreciating your ability to make decisions solely for yourself. Limit exposure to reminders that trigger negative emotions, protecting your emotional well-being consistently. Focus on building a life that feels meaningful, fulfilling. I will provide you a topic to write about shortly. You must create a focused script for that specific topic request. The script must be attractive, impressive, engaging, and curiosity-provoking. Always begin the script with a compelling, attention-grabbing hook sentence. Each sentence should contain between 9 and 15 words exactly. Structure the full script into 5 distinct parts for organized delivery. Each part must contain 65 numbered sentences for consistent formatting. Number every sentence clearly and sequentially to maintain proper order. Provide only one part at a time when responding to the request. Ensure all content complies with VEED terms, policies, and safety guidelines. Confirm your readiness before I send the topic to begin work.